Good evening and welcome to Tuesday evening's movement class. Motion is the lotion, and rethinking pain with gentle exercises using the confines of your home. My name's Andy and I am delivering this on behalf of the Rethinking Pain project in conjunction with Keithley Healthy Living. So I hope you're all well. It's a little bit noisy here, there's lots of fireworks going off. We'll be working in between all the bangs. As you can see, for those that have joined us over the previous weeks and months, different venue tonight. I'm in my mum's kitchen. I'm not so sure whether I've got a little bit more space or a little bit less space, or it's just a little bit more awkward, but we've got to work around these things if we're going to do things at home. Bit of housekeeping. Obviously make sure you've got a drink. Make sure if you need some fresh air you can either open a window or quickly open a door. Have a chair to use. Obviously you've got worktops, I've got a table, I've got chairs behind me that I can use as aids for balance and to help me achieve some of the movements that we're going to be doing tonight. And also make sure that you've got good sensible footwear on, flat footwear, no high heels, and no balancing any wine or beer glasses in your hands while we're trying to do these. Interestingly enough, different one tonight. You're actually, my laptop's propped up on some buffalo kitchen roll, so you can get a better view. So a bit of improvisation, and as always, please feel free to let me know that you're there. There is nobody there at the moment. Oh my word! But if you are there, then give me a shout, and I will shout back. So what we're going to do, whether I'm doing it to myself or not, is we're going to have a warm-up. Okay, I'm going to do the warm-up stood up. You can do it stood up or sat down. Simple movements just to get the body prepared for what we're about to undertake. Okay, so I'm going to just take my glasses off, quickly move out of the way, and all we're going to do is just move the feet nice and easy. Just get the arms going. You can see me from side on. I'm just walking on the spot, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push out. Pushing out. No pace to this, just slowest pace you can go. And bring that back down to the side. Okay, we're dropping the hands down, keeping the feet going. Turn back and face you guys if you're there. Okay, and we're going to slow that to a stop. I'm going to use the kitchen table. I'm going to elevate one foot. I'm just going to make some circles with my ankle. Okay, so I'm rotating clockwise at the moment. I'm going to go back, rotate the opposite way. Just keep changing direction. And then what I'm going to do, slowly onto the table. Again, if you don't need the table, then use your own balance and rotate that ankle. Keep rotating. Okay, and we're going to drop them feet down and we're off again. Just going to come in. Let's keep those feet and those arms going, see if anybody's joined us yet. Oh, we've got one person. Okay, hi Nadine. I hope you're well. Didn't see you today. Thank you for joining me. Get the arms going. Let's have them up at shoulder height. Pushing that out. Bring those arms back down to the sides. Okay, drop them hands down. Keep those feet going. And we're going to slow that to a stop. Right, feet shoulder width apart. Arms down the sides. It's just a stretch down. Hold that stretch, just hold it. Again, focusing on your breathing and again your posture. Okay, important that when we do these we try and keep as aligned as we possibly can. So see, a lot of people do that. Okay, what we're trying to do is keep everything nice and straight, so we're stretching the right part and we're not putting ourselves in any danger of hurting ourselves. Over we go, got one more stretch on each side to do. And I'm coming up, and I'm going over. Now back up I come, and over I go. And back up, okay, and off again we go with the legs and the arms. Little pushes out in front. And we're going to come back down to the sides. I'm going to drop the arms down, keep the feet going. And I'm going to slow that down to a stop. Now, I'm going to sit down to do the next one. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, as I'm sat down, got one leg out, I'm going to lean over my bent knee and feel the stretch down the back of the outstretched leg. You can do this stood up, it's a little bit harder, so we'll stick with the easy option. And then we're going to sit up from that, and we're going to stretch out again. Again, focusing on your breathing, feel that stretch ease off. And back up we come. And stretching again for the second time. Down this side. And sitting up. And alternating to the other side. Feel that stretch easing off. One more on this side and one more on the other. And back up we come, stretching out. And I'm going to ease that off. I'm going to get back out of my chair. I'm going to get my legs going again. I'm just going to move the chair back a little bit. Okay, and get the arms going again. Turn this sideways. Just again, walking, marching on the spot, pushing out in front. Just a nice pace to start with. And I'm going to come back down to the sides. And I'm resting the hands and keeping the feet going. And as I face you guys, I'm just coming to rest. Okay, we're going to do some side bends, so we're going to start in this position. Okay, I'm going to turn. And I'm just holding. And I'm coming back. Turning to the opposite side. Slowly back to the centre. And turning. And back to the centre. And turning. And back to centre. Turning again. And back to centre. And your final turn. And we're back to centre. Drop the hands, get the feet going again. Get the arms going. Just move in a little bit. Push out in front. We'll get noisy, these fireworks, don't they? Okay, arms back down by the sides. Okay, rest the hands, keep the feet going. And we're going to slow that to a stop. Okay, maybe using the table or not, you're going to flex your ankle upwards and down, almost like you're going heel and toe. And you can do that on the floor, you can elevate. So again, just nice and easy. And we're going to change to the other foot. So heel and toe, just keep that going. Okay, and we're gonna get back to moving those feet and those arms. I'm going to push out in front. Again, keeping that posture, trying to keep those arms up. And we're coming back in, little march. Okay, we're going to drop those hands down and we're going to slow that to a stop. Okay, I'm going to come in a little bit closer. Okay, we're going to work our neck. Okay, so I'm just going to rest my arms comfortably in front of me. Okay, I want you to look over your right shoulder. And come back to the centre, looking up to the ceiling. And coming back to looking straight ahead, you're going to go out to your left. And come back to centre, dropping your chin down to your chest. And back to looking straight ahead. You're going to go left again. And back I come to centre. I'm going to go all the way across. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to look up. And I'm going to come back to the middle. I'm going to drop my chin to my chest. Just got one more little set to do. So we're going to come back and look up, straight up to the ceiling. Looking straight ahead, out to your left. Back to centre, all the way across. And back to centre again, dropping that chin down. And from this position, you can rotate the head all the way around. Tends to help I close my eyes. Okay, I'm going to go back the way that I've just come. And then I'm going to give my shoulders a roll. Little roll with the shoulders. Forwards, backwards. Okay, I'm going to pop you. See if we've been joined by anybody else, Nadine. We'll have a little look. And then we'll get on. Let's have a look. Hey, who have we got? Okay, anybody else going to say hello? Anybody that's joining us? Okay. Oh, somebody's just disappeared, but never mind. Okay, right, let's put my glasses on. Okay, so we're going to do a set of knees and hips first, and then we'll do a set of backs. We'll see where we're at with time, and we'll either have a little cool down or we'll finish off with a smaller set where we mix it up between knee and hip and back exercises. Okay, so again, like I said, make sure you got space. Okay, anything that you can knock off. I've put the chair by the fridge because my mum's got a load of fridge magnets and I'll be shot at dawn if I knock one off. So I'm going to make sure. Oh. Right, okay. Just very, very quickly, thank you, Neil and Alan. That's really nice to know about how much I've helped. Well, it isn't just down to me that you've had a massive part in that, and I can't believe, Anne, that today it's 2 years since I met you, and for want of a better phrase, the state you came through the door, totally different person to that lady that walked through that door 2 years ago in tears, wondering what on earth was up with her. And I'm glad, obviously, with Neil and his and the surgery that he's had and the issues you've both had just recently, that you looked in really good health today. So it was really good to see you. Thank you very much for your comment. Judith, the time of the class tomorrow at Windle is 1 o'clock. The cost is £5, and the reason for that, and I'll explain it just in case anybody's going, okay, and if this is shown a little bit later. We've got funding for that class from Sport England, and what we want to do is create a surplus. That surplus, when the funding runs out, subject to us getting some other funding, which we will try to get. Okay, it all adds to the pot. If that creates another 6 months worth of sessions, then that's what it does. If we don't create a surplus and we don't get any funding in the future, then that class will stop after the 12 months of work. So it's just the way of the world. That's happening with quite a few of the classes now. Some are very fortunate that they're funded anyway, and they can keep the social funds, but it is just one of those things we have to do. So where are we? Sorry about that, but thank you for those comments and thank you for joining us, guys. Okay, we're going to sit and stand. We're going to fill in with some side bends. We're going to do hip out, okay, and we're going to do the leg alphabet. Sorry, Nadine. Okay, we're going to do some lower back strength, and you can use a chair to do this one, or you can do it stood up as per what you've just seen. We're going to do some squats. We're going to stand on one leg. We're going to do hip back. We're going to do the wall slide. Now, I don't know where I'm going to do the wall slide in this house, so if I can't find anywhere to do it, okay, all I'm going to do is just a squat, but you'll be with your back against the wall, pushing your weight back and sliding down and driving back up as I've done in the past, okay, and we're going to finish off with leaning backwards, okay. So we've got 60 seconds, okay. I've given us 15 seconds in between, just in case we have to change and move any chairs or equipment around, just to make that space for ourselves, which I might have to do in here. Okay, I'm going to take my glasses off. Okay, the timer, as you can see, is on the side there. We're going to sit to stand. I've got a little bit more room here, so again, I'm just going to sit into the chair and I'm going to get out of it. And the key to this one is to sit down softly and slowly. Again, I'm pushing up and then I'm lowering myself a little bit more deliberately back into the chair, driving up and down I come, and as I go down I feel the backs of my legs touch the chair and just rock myself back. That's halfway through, up we come and back down we go, and we're going to come up and down we go again and drive that up and down we go. We're coming up to the last 5 seconds, so I should get out of the chair here. Okay, I'll not sit back down. Okay, so that's our first exercise done. We're going to do some side bends again. Any issues with your shoulders, it's just this one. Okay, if you've not got any issues with your shoulders, then we're going over. Okay, so reaching over, holding and coming back up, reaching over and back up we come, and over we go again and back up and just reaching over and back up we come, over we go and back up we come. Okay, we've just gone past the halfway mark, but again, just nice, slow, deliberate movements. Over and back up. And coming up to the last 15 seconds. And up we come. And over. Okay, should just get maybe 3, 2. Almost went and did another one. Okay. Okay, we're going to do hip out. Okay, so what am I going to do here? I'm going to turn this chair around. Okay. I'm going to have my back to you guys first, and then I'll come and use the other chair. Okay. So hip out. I'm going out to the side. Slowly back in. Again, as I've said before, try and keep the foot elevated without going back to the floor. It makes it harder. So there's more endurance going through the hip and everything surrounding that hip. Keep keep that going.
Mark.
Okay, I'm going to nip into the other chair actually now. Out to the side. Out we go. You can see the movement I'm making. I know you can't see the bottom of my foot. Just keep that going. Nearly coming to the end here.
3.
Okay, well done guys.
1.
Okay,
Rest.
excellent. Okay, leg alphabet. I'm going to pull this chair in.
Mark. 3.
So this is sit forward,
1.
leg out. Okay, we're going to draw numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, 8, 9, and a circle for 10. Changing to the other leg. 1, 2. Drawing freeze. You can do circles or letters if you want. 4. And again, if the endurance is a little bit too much, then rest. Number 6, 7. Coming up to 8. And a 9. And again, one big circle.
2.
Okay, well done guys.
Rest.
Okay, lower back strengthening, we can go in the chair. Or we're going to be stood up. Show you the stood up version. Might get a chair out of the way to be fair.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so hands on the hip, on the sides of your legs, going over. Really feeling. Almost like trying to look between your legs. I might need to move back a bit here and crack the table. Over I go. So I'm almost trying to look through my legs. A little bit of flexing my knees and my hips, but mainly working and feeling the upper body weight in that lower back. Nice and slowly. Okay, nice and deliberate. Over we go. And back up we come. And over. And up we come.
3, 2,
And rest in there folks, well done.
rest.
Okay, we're on a squat next.
Mark.
So, you can see me from there guys, can't you?
3,
Okay,
2,
hands on hips,
go.
over, and back up. Down I go, chest over the knees, and back up. Down I go, and back up. Slowly lowering, and pushing back up. Slowly lowering again. Again, focus on your breathing as well. Let's see if we can keep that controlled. Down we go. And up. Okay, down we go again. And back up we come. Down I go. And back up again. Down I go.
3, 2,
And I'm pushing back up. Well done folks if you managed to do that for a minute. Standing on one leg. Use the worktop, use the table.
Mark.
You're going to bring that leg up and hold that position. Count. I'm going to look at the screen.
1.
Okay, so I'm going up. I'm going to do 10 seconds on each leg. Okay, I'm trying not to hold on to the table. Talking to you guys, which ruins my concentration. Okay, changing and holding and obviously breathing. Okay, you don't have to hold it for that long. You can change at lesser times than me. I'm just going with the clock. Keep keeps it nice and even. Okay.
Mark.
Just focusing on my breathing. Down I come, up I go. And back down, up I come.
Three, two, one.
Okay, and
Yes.
we're resting there, guys. Okay, we've got hip back now. Okay, so I'm going to start at this chair.
Mark. Three, two,
Okay,
one.
and we're going back.
Go.
Toe to heel if you want to make it harder for yourself. If you want to keep it easy, just put the foot back on the floor and rest it. Back we go, toe to heel. Okay, well done. And focusing on that breathing. Endurance for that hip.
Mark.
Okay, I'm going to change. I was going to change the other chair, but it's the other way around. I'm going to use the unit. Back and go. And kick the chair. But still working the hip.
Three, two, one.
Okay, resting there, guys. Okay, wall slide. Interesting one. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but all I'm going to try and do is just the deeper squat.
Three.
Okay, so you've got your back flat against the wall, sliding down it with your back straight. So you go down, drive up. So as I go down, I'm driving up. Okay, I'm going to put my hands across and back up. Okay, so you remember you're using the wall to lean against to push your upper body up. Okay, I'm just using my own body weight because I've not got a wall to slide up or down. And back up. So we're improvising. I think I had this conversation, if you joined us cafe, we had this conversation earlier on today. And back up. Down we go. And back up I come. Coming up to the last 10 seconds, slowly down. Drive up. And drive it up.
Two, one.
And resting there.
Rest.
Okay, we're going to finish off leaning backwards. So you're going to need a bit of space. I'm going to come, so you can see me, I've got a bit more room here, I don't knock the table.
Three,
I've got my hands on my hips,
one.
I'm arching,
Go.
or I'm leaning backwards. And as I come to upright, I'm going over. And then I'm back to standing and arching. And back to standing. Any of you guys on here that know my mum, you might hear her. She's shouting at the telly, which she does quite often. Standing up
Mark.
and arching your back. And back to standing up. Over we go. And up we come. And arch that back. And back to upright. And over we go.
Three.
And back up we come, we'll keep that there. Okay, well done folks. Okay, that's your first round done. Nowhere to hide tonight either, to be fair, without leaving the room. So grab yourself a drink, have a rest, get some air. I'm just going to see who else has joined us. Okay, that's fine. Still the usual suspects, which is fine, guys. Okay, thank you for your attendance. So I'm just going to put the slides into a back order. Like I said, There's a few things that could happen tonight. My daughter's at the stables looking after the horses while all the fireworks are going off, so she could walk in at any time, but I don't think she will. There's no sport on the telly in the living room, so I don't know what my mum's shouting at the telly. But when the sport's on, and I think a few of you that do join us have met my mum. She does tend to shout at the telly. She's had a couple of red cards while watching the football from the grandkids as well. So I was just giggling because I don't know what she's watching and I don't know why she's shouting. So I'm just going to put these slides in order. Get yourself a drink, have a little rest. We'll do another 10. We'll see where we get to, and we will take it from there. I will stay on screen, and I will sort these slides out. So just enjoy the rest. I do like using, I've said this to you before, I love the leaning backwards at the end. Okay. Right, so we have got half an hour to go. Let's just set the timer. Oh, set it off. Never mind. What else? Well, at least I know it's working. What do you do more can be said sometimes? Okay. Hello, Paul. It's a bit murky. Meant murky. I'm sure you didn't mean murky. It is murky. You've spelt it right. Okay, you're looking forward to your cup of tea on Thursday. So for those that aren't with us, just filling a bit of time here. Let's have a look. I'm sure the fireworks will light the sky up. But Pauline, at the Clayton class, everybody has cups of tea and cups of coffee, but she don't like her tea stewed. So we have to create a hot water pot and a personalised tea bag in a cup. The measures that I go to keep my people happy is basically all I'm going to say there. But looking forward to seeing you on Thursday. Okay, right, our back exercises. We're going to start with sitting and standing. Okay, we're going to do some side bends. We're going to do some lower back strengthening. Again, you've got a choice there. You can do it stood up or you can do it sat down. You'll obviously get that choice a little bit later on. We're going to do some pelvis rotations. Okay, we're going to do some rotations. I'm just going to swap that actually. I'm going to put that back a little bit because rotation and rotation. See what I've done there. Okay, so we're going to do upper body strengthening. Push up against the wall or the worktop. I've got the worktop to work on. We're going to do the rotations. Okay, we're going to do the lower back strengthening again, sat down or stood up, your choice. Okay, lower back strengthening again, very similar to what we will have done, but it's more pushing up and pressing your chest out at the end and leaning backwards at the end. Okay, so without further ado, so we'll move that. I'm going to spin this chair around at the back. So this sit to stand one, guys, is the one where you don't actually, unless you wish to do so, sit in the chair. Okay, it's almost like a very deep squat where your clothing just touches the surface of the chair. So the timer's on its way. Pauline, how's my mate Sue? How's her rib and her leg? Yeah, we're going to start in the stood up position, going down, touching, and back up. Down I go. Touching back up. Okay, lowering slowly. And back up. All done. Just keep this going. And focusing on that breathing and the deliberateness of your movement. Or as Anne would tell me, pacing your movements. well done. Just keep that going with 20 seconds to go. And up we come. Get one more in.
3,
And up I come. Well done, folks.
rest.
Okay, side bends, we did this earlier on as a filler in. Okay, so again, anybody wants to work the shoulders, you can do the alphabet or the numbers with your arms as a filler in. If you don't want to reach over, in fact, you know what, we'll do that. So you draw the numbers.
Go.
You're going to go 1, 2. So it's the arm alphabet. 3, 4. Number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a big fat 0 for 10. Swap to the other arm.
Mark.
Okay, 1, drawing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the
3,
big
2,
0 on
rest.
10. Just change that one a little bit. Lower back strengthening, again, can be done in the chair or stood up. I'm going to do it stood up. I'll do both of these stood up. You sit in the chair, all you're doing is
3,
following yourself over,
1.
okay, without being stood on your legs. Okay, so moving forward, over I go. Looking through my legs if I'm stood up. Trying to get over as far as I can in the chair if I'm not. And again, the deliberateness and the pacing. Over we go. And back up we come.
Mark.
So halfway through, guys. And up. Over we go. And gently back up we come. What we got time wise? Oh, 10 seconds to go. Definitely squeeze one more full one in. And back up.
3, 2,
Rest in there.
rest.
Nice easy one now. Hands on your hips. Bit of gyrating, pelvis rotations.
Mark.
Okay. So again, alternate. You can do 5 one side, 5 the other, or you can just change whenever you feel.
Go.
Just random. And just keep working them. Just randomly changing. Pushing forward at the front, sticking it out at the back. Keep that going. Okay, coming up to the halfway point, I think.
Mark.
Okay, keep that going. Okay, well done. Again, focusing on your breathing. Also, I've got a guinea pig behind me as well. So if you hear some scratching around, it's not that we've got mice, we've got a guinea pig. Well, I think it's called Bert. And coming up to the last 3 seconds.
2, 1.
And we're finishing there. Okay, well done. Okay, upper body strength. I'm going to do the double movement here. Okay.
Mark.
Normally we just pull the arms back. Okay, what I want you to do is start in a stood up,
3,
upright position.
1. Go.
Go down. So squat and pull back. Push out just like a lever. Down a go. And back up. So knees going out, hips tilting, shoulders over, arms pulling back, pulling those shoulder blades together. Over I go. And then back up.
Mark.
Again, that's just past the halfway point. Back up. folks, well done. Push up, so up against the wall. Done it against the fridge freezer tonight. I'm going to do it against the worktop, so my feet are off the worktop.
2, 1.
I'm just going to lower myself down, push myself back, control, drive back, control that, drive it back, push that back, slowly lowering, and back we go.
Mark.
Halfway point, down we go, back we come, down we go, and push that back. Keep that going, folks. You've got another 10 seconds. Down we go, driving back,
3, 2.
and I'll rest in there.
Rest.
Okay, we're going to do rotations. Okay, so it's hands in this position.
Mark.
Okay. Relax
3,
those arms
2.
in that
1.
position.
Go.
Turning and holding. Coming back to the centre. Turning. Back to centre. Turning. And coming back to the centre. And round we go again. And back I come. Round I go.
Mark.
And back. Round I go. And back. Well done, guys. Keep this going. Focusing on your breathing. Back I come to the centre. Squeeze one more in.
3, 2, 1.
And we're going to
Rest.
rest there. Well done. What we got? Okay, lower back strengthening again. I'm doing do it stood up. You can do it sat down. Or if you want, you can do the alphabet or
2,
numbers. Okay,
1.
I'm going to opt for the lower back strengthening. Okay, so I'm going to go over. But feel free to improvise. I think the arm alphabet is a really good filler in. If we ever, if we repeat things like we are doing here. And it just mixes it up for you guys if this isn't one of your faves.
Mark.
And over I go. Looking through those legs. Back up we come. And over. And slowly back up. Over we go again. Slowly back up we come.
3, 2.
And we're going to rest.
1. Rest.
There, okay. So this one, again, it's lower back strengthening, but it's almost like
Mark.
all you're going to do is feel like, keep your arms straight.
2, 1.
Okay,
Go.
okay, I'm going down in a little bit of a squat, and I'm pulling back up. And I'm pushing my chest out, pulling my arms back. Down I go. Up I come. Chest out. Down I go. See, I'm keeping my arms straight, almost locked. Okay, and I liken this to those that might have been in a gym, to pulling the barbell up off the floor.
Mark.
Okay, sort of like a deadlift. The only difference here is you won't get your arms that far back because the bar will get in the way. You're straightening up. And back up we come. Down we go. Up I come. And over.
3, 2.
And we're going to rest there.
Rest.
And we're going to finish for my fave. Okay, leaning backwards.
Mark.
So hands on those hips.
3, 2, 1.
And
Go.
we'll arch. And as we come back to upright, we're going to go over. Okay, feel the stretch in the backs and the tops of your legs back to upright and arching back. Oh, yeah, she's on phone now. Over we go. And back to upright and over we go.
Mark.
And back we come. Over we go. And we're going to come back up and we're arching. Up. Over. And back up. And arch.
3, 2.
And that is your second set done, guys. Okay, I think what we're on time wise. 46. Has anybody else joined us? Come on, folks. All right, yeah, yeah. The wet, damp, horrible weather isn't great, is it, Pauline? To be fair. Okay. Right, guys. What we're going to do? We're going to finish. We'll finish off with a cool down. Just grab yourself a drink. Grab yourself a minute. Okay. Be a bit tight. That's all I'm going to give you. Some chocolate buttons here staring at me as well, but I'll just leave them be for now. Okay. So we're finished with our movement. So grab yourself a minute. Get yourself a drink of water, and then we're going to do the cool down as we did our warm up earlier on. We'll probably maybe finish 5 minutes earlier tonight, give you more chance to listen to the fireworks, or to turn the telly up and stick. You'll get Emmerdale on catch up now, unless you've recorded it. I nearly said tape then, but we're going back in time with tapes. Okay. And again, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Good to know that you're there, because when I first come on, there were nobody there. I thought I was talking to myself. Oh, didn't mean to start that. Let's switch that off. Come out of that. Close your timer, Andrew. Okay, guys. Right. So we're going to cool down, bring it to a gradual stop. So you're going to be moving. Okay, just like you were at the end of the warm up. Okay, arms going. Pushing out in front. Keeping that posture, keeping those arms up. Let's go a little bit longer here. Okay, we're going to bring those down to the sides. And we're going to drop those hands down, keep those feet going. And we're going to slow that down to a stop. So going back to the start, I think you can just about see my feet. Circles. Circles with the ankle. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. Good rotations. Now we're going to change to the other one. So again, circles. And I'm going to bob those feet back on the floor and just get them going again and get those arms going. We're going to give it a good push. Now we'll turn to the side. bring those arms back in. Drop the hands down, keep the feet going. Okay, and we're going to slow that to a stop, okay? Feet shoulder width apart. Two ways you can do this. You've got that one, or you can go over. Because I'm stuck between the units here, not that I can't move forward. I'm just going to slide down, hold that stretch, push it a little bit further while we're nice and warm, helps with your flexibility and makes all those lovely little muscles and tendons a little bit more flexible, have a little bit more elasticity. Try and get my words out there. Pushing that bit further, up I come, over I go, and I'm pushing that little bit further, and back up, over I go, stretching down, just pushing it a touch further, not too much, get to where you're feeling it and then go that a little bit further, and again, so I get there, I'm alright there, just that little fingernail further. Okay, back up. I think this is the last one, I've lost count to be honest with you. Okay, over I go. And back up I come. Okay, get the feet going. Let's get the arms going. This will be the last time we bring our arms up to shoulder height. I'm going to push. And we're going to drop down. Arms nice and easy. I'm resting. And we're going to slow that to a stop. I'm going to sit in the chair now. We're back to where we were earlier on. Okay, so I'm going to sit forward on the chair, put one leg out now. You can just about see my toes, but to make this a little bit harder for myself, as I lean over and pull my toe towards me, just helps that stretch. You can feel it a little bit more. I'm going to hold it, feel it ease off. Okay, sit up, stretch the opposite side. So get into stretch position, bring the toe up, start to feel that extra stretch. Okay, feel that ease off. Two more to do, over we go, toe back. Again, feeling that stretch. And back up we come. And over. And back up. One more stretch to do. Make sure you pull that toe towards you. Hold it. And we're going to finish off on this side. And I'm going to come out of that stretch and get myself out of the chair. And I'm going to get my legs going again and my arms going. I'm just going to make them just to the sides this time. Not coming up to the shoulders, slowing everything down. Okay, drop the hands. So we're going to do some rotations, just finish off by slowing this down to a stop. Okay, so we're going to go do some rotations. So we're in this position, we're going to rotate. And again, just that little push to a bit further, sorry. In we come. Over we go. And back we come. And turn. And back to centre. And turn. And back to centre. Turning again. Back to the centre. come back to centre. Just get the feet going, get the arms going. Okay, I'm just going to drop those arms down just nice and loose, let them just drift, let them do what they want. Just keep those feet going, just try and slow the pace down a little bit. You can listen to the footsteps, they've slowed down. I'll slow it down again. Showing a bit of control. Slow it down again before I stop. Okay, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Well done, guys. Let's have a look, see who is still there. Well done. Okay. Hope it's got you through the fireworks. What have you got on there, Dean? Have you got classical, I believe helps the dogs on nights like tonight. Classical music. I think you're welcome there, Dean. Thank you for joining me. And again, thank you to everybody else. And your comments tonight. Hopefully we'll see some of you tomorrow, if not Thursday. So I think what we got for, I'm not here Friday actually, I'm in Manchester. And then obviously guys, we'll see some of you next Tuesday. So within the next 7 days, I'll see you face to face at some stage. But well done tonight. Okay, thank you for your comments. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I hope that wherever you are, there's not too many noisy fireworks going off that disrupt your evening. Okay, so thanks again, guys, and we will see you next week. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.